How are you guys? We're back at the NSU Quickly today, and I have some unfortunate news. I've not had a great couple of weeks here, or from the last time I posted a video with bikes. I've had an awful lot of stuff go wrong. I got my new rings for the Quickly. I was fitting them the other night. I went to undo a nut for the carburetor, to put the carburetor on, and I dropped the nut into the casing of the engine, and it is way stuck in there and I cannot get it out. And I was worried anyway that part of the broken ring had fallen into this area, so I'm left with no choice really other than to go and open this engine up again and take it down as far as I need to try and retrieve the nut and whatever else might be stuck in there. It's unfortunate, but unfortunately it's just something I'm going to have to do. So here we go. The other thing that went wrong on me was I got the engine back into the CD175. I tried to start it. It did run for a second or two. It was quite spluttery. Not quite sure what's going on there. It might still be the timing, because I wasn't sure about the timing being right. But that wasn't the worst thing. The worst thing was I went to start it up again, and remember the kickstart shaft was bent on this bike? Well, I managed to break it, so it snapped off, and now I have to go and look for a new kickstart for a CD175, which is now on impossible to get. I did find somebody who has one, and they're in America. This is the starter here. You can see how much it was holding on by originally. Not a lot. So yeah, I've had to go and look for one of them, and I found someone in America with one. I'm going to have to get it shipped over. But he hasn't got back to me since about taking it off the engine, so it's kind of worrying me. But we'll have to see. Anyway, on with the Quickly today. We're going to start taking it apart again, so I'm going to have to drain the oil. Well, folks, I didn't want to bore you with me pulling apart another NSU Quickly engine. I think you've seen me do that enough times on this channel now. And the rebuilding and everything else, I just wanted to concentrate on it, so I didn't video any of that. You've seen me do that before. So the next thing you're going to see on my video will be the engine on the bench rebuilt with the head and everything on, ready to give it a try. So let's see what happens. First time in 50 years, first attempt. Let's see what she does. Well, it wants to. Maybe I'll adjust the throttle a little bit here. Hang on. Yeah, throttle. It's not attached to the bike, obviously. Let me drop you just a second. I find it very hard to work with two hands here. Let me see where that throttle is. Yeah, that probably would help it to run, I'd say. With a bit of luck, that's what's going to happen this time round. Let's go. Wrong way around. Magnificent. Yeah, so after a long evening's work, I finally got the engine all back together, and it is firing now. It is not staying running. It will idle only when it's on full, the throttle is fully open. So I don't know what's going on with that. I may check the timing again and ask a few questions to me friends on NSU Quickly UK page to see what's going on with that. But I'm definitely a bit happier now that I know it will run. And I just have to get to the bottom of why it's not running as good as it could. And why it won't idle and without giving it the full of the throttle. So I'll try and video me starting it here for you now in a second. Okay, so you can see, maybe if I adjust this phone, get a bit of light. Nope, can't get a bit of light. You'll see into the carburetor and you'll see that it is wide open. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's wide open. I have the throttle as much open as I can get it. And I'm going to take my drill now. I'm going to try and start it for you just so you can see for yourselves. Now. You see it stopped again, and that was throttle wide open. And could be the carburetor, I don't know. I did clean the carburetor thoroughly, all jets, everything, so I'm not quite sure what's causing it. I mean, with throttle wide open, it should have been giving me a lot more than that. Maybe it is the timing, I don't know, but I'm kind of finished for the night now. I'm fed up looking at it today. But I'm going to ask a few questions on the Quickly page and see what some of the guys there have to say to me. Okay, so for now, good evening, and don't be afraid to subscribe to Demo 690 if you like what you see. Thank you.